What is up, everybody? Dark Knight 316, Rubber Ruler Gaming, and this is the Tackles and Takedowns podcast. So, some interesting stuff has been happening in Raw, especially a new faction being created. Could it be Shield 2.0, or could it be a new team that isn't doing it? I mean, they're pointing instead of doing the fist, so maybe it's Shield 2.0, but we'll see what happened on Raw and why we say it's might be the Shield 2.0, and then we'll see what happened on NXT, and then we'll start playing the best wrestling game on the internet, Wrestling 20 Questions, where this time Robert Ruler Gaming has picked a wrestler that Dark Knight 316 will have to answer. And let's see if I can guess it where his hints that he got last time, I was for sure he was going to guess it, but that didn't help him. So let's look at the Raw results right there. You see that the Usos challenged LA Knight and Solo Sikoa, and Jimmy Uso was like bang bang, and then Solo was like doing the whole Matrix thing, and they were mad, saying, "You doing the whole Matrix thing on us?" So you see with the whole thing where it says "shot pew 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 pew," because now they're all pretending doing the pew pew stuff on there.
Are they trying to be like Borderlands? Tales from Borderlands.
Mm-hmm.
Stephanie Vacord defeated Roxana Perez. Now she actually came back in. Looks like she's in wrestling shape.
Getting into a fight with
Becky Lynch.
Yeah, so it might be a triple threat for the title.
Which is weird though, because like to me, I feel like Becky Lynch should probably retire. I think she's at that point. She's done everything. There's no reason for her to.
Yeah, but it all comes up to where like now these wrestlers want to stay in there as long as they can because they want their kids to see them.
Well, because also too, like, where's Seth Rollins? What's he doing after his loss at SummerSlam? He hasn't appeared yet. He's been gone for a little bit, so.
Yeah, so they show that it's probably going to lead to.
It'll be a triple threat, but I think Vakor is going to win it again because that's why Liv Morgan really hasn't defended the title. And then Ray Phoenix.
Do you think it's going to be against Liv Morgan, or do you think that they're going to do this feud and do it against Chelsea Green because she hasn't given up the belt?
No, she doesn't. She got that face mask now. She ain't going to give up the belt. I think they're going to do a triple threat probably for the title, but they're going to have something happen to where.
Yeah, and then Ray Phoenix defeated Dragon Lee. Now this always goes back and forth because Dragon Lee was part of the Luchadors on there, and he was always pretty good. And then but this one's interesting. Is now Braun Breaker is like jealous that Obafemi's the guy that Brock Lesnar pretty much backed. So Braun Breaker told Paul Heyman, "You need to go call your dad to see if it's okay for Obafemi to go sign."
No, Braun Breaker has a title, doesn't he?
He has a tag team title.
It's a tag title, okay.
He doesn't have like a world title or the IC title. So, I see that this feud is probably going to perk up because I think what they're probably going to do is break up the division.
Yeah.
And then have Braun Breaker go single.
But do you think
have Bronson Reed go single, and then all that whole stuff there? Because I think what they're going to do is one of these two guys will probably win Money in the Bank.
I think so.
One of these two guys will face each other.
Do you think Obafemi's supposed to be the good guy and Braun Breaker's the bad guy? Yeah.
Yeah, Oba's the supposed to be the good guy, and it's good that he has Paul Heyman on his side because that'll be his mouthpiece, so he can go and develop more. And same with like how Brock Lesnar was.
You have your favorite Big Cass against Javon Evans.
They're just having Big Cass destroy all the guys, like all the short guys.
When do you think they give him like face Baron Corbin so he can win a title, like something like that?
I think that they'll. Who has the other? because
The U.S. title?
Yeah, who is the U.S.
The
title?
U.S. title is Baron Corbin.
Oh, okay.
Intercontinental is
Who's the IC?
Is what's his name? Kurt Angle guy.
Oh yeah.
Why I can't think of his name now?
Yeah.
These guys slip. But
that guy will probably end up facing Big Cass in them because I don't see them doing it for a big of a title right now.
Yeah.
I think it'll probably be later.
Penta defeated La Parca.
Yeah, because these are all fighting for the tournaments. Because remember, they're supposed to do it for Roman Reigns.
Yeah, so it's going to be Penta against Ray Phoenix.
Yeah,
as the final two, it seems like. Yep. So whoever's going to win is going to be,
which will probably be Penta.
And then here's your favorite, Royce Keys.
Yeah, he turned on LA Knight and Solo Sikoa when they were facing the Usos, and the OTM had it where Royce Keys joins them. So now,
the new Shield is coming back.
The Shield 2.0 is Royce Keys and OTM.
The new Shield is going to come back.
Basically, what they're doing, and now Royce Keys is officially a bad guy on there,
and that's pretty of a crazy to see, because if they can push this team as like the next Shield, I mean, look how they come out exactly like pretty much how the Shield would come out in all dark colors and things like that.
Yeah, because now they're all dressing the same, because you see how like Royce Keys now will probably come out with that bandana.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll see when NXT. Right there. The results of NXT. So NXT Heat Waves. So we saw here the Saquon Sugar defeated Dion Lennox. Weaponized steel cage match, which is pretty much a no holds bar steel cage match on that. But that's along. Then Jada Parker sounds off on Natty ahead of Heat Wave. I don't think Natty has a title. I don't think any of them have a title.
No, but they just had a feud.
I think Keanu Carver defeated Cam Hendricks. And then we see Kaylee Armstrong defeated Zarya. Oh, wow. Finally, Zarya has been defeated, because most of the time you always see Zarya dominating.
Here's my favorite team for tag team.
Defeated Naomi Dar, Romeo Marino, Dorian Van Dux, and Shawn Legacy.
Eight-man
tag match.
I like the birthright. Who's their birthright of whom? I like that name for a team.
And then AAA Cruiserweight Champion Ray Phoenix defeated EK Prosper.
So how does he win the? He lost against Dragon Lee, right?
Yeah.
So how does he all of a sudden fight for both of those? AAA Cruiserweight.
That's how you know that he's probably not going to win the tournament, because you got going to be a cruiserweight and the other one, and then you see here, Zilla Fatu interrupted the match. Who did he interrupt it with? Did it go up? Right here.
They don't say. NXT Heatwave Summit devolves into chaos, and that's it.
Yeah, so I wonder if he beat up on the luchadors just to kind of show I'm here,
Yeah, I don't know. It seemed kind of a light week of.
Well, because this one here's the go home show before Heatwave.
Well, even that though, it seemed like even Raw seemed like it wasn't like too many big name people. It seemed like it just.
Well, I heard that now the second generation superstars have all made it to the big leagues.
I mean that's good for them.
That AJ Styles' son has now signed with TNA.
Mm-hmm.
You got Sting's son signed with AEW.
I totally forgot Sting had a son.
Mm-hmm.
But with that, we're coming up to the most popular game of all time.
Let's see what The Rock says about it.
Take a look.
Go Rollins!
All right, everybody. So this is Wrestling 20 Questions. So if you're not familiar how this game works, how this game works is that I have to ask 20 questions. Well, I get 20 questions, and they have to be yes or no questions that I ask. He will tell me whether it's yes or no of a wrestler that he chose, and if I can't guess it in 20 questions, I lose. But I also get 3 hints to try to guess this wrestler. And it could be any wrestler from WWF, WCW, AEW, NWA, any of these wrestlers picked. And it could be from any era on there. He tries to make it as hard as he can, try to make it as easy. It's all up to him. But I get 20 questions. The record right now is within 7.
Ooh.
I don't think I could get it in 7 because he never picks one that's like easy enough to do it in 7. And he needs to turn his phone a little bit so that then he can't accuse me of cheating because he always accuses me of cheating. But you want me to take the question?
You can mark where we're at. So question number 1.
All right, so we're on question number 1. Did this person wrestle in the 80s and 90s?
No.
Did this person wrestle after the Attitude Era?
Yes.
This is. Is this person ever won a world title?
No. He never won a world title.
Is this person highest accolade a Intercontinental Champion or U.S. Champion mid card?
Let me check. I am going to say no.
No, they did not win mid card. So is this person part of a tag team?
Yes.
Okay, so that had to only. Did this team win the tag team titles?
They did.
Did this person break off and become popular as a solo wrestler, or did they only stay as a tag team?
Well, depending on what you mean on popular as a solo wrestler, they did break off and become a solo wrestler, but I couldn't say how popular they were. But they became a solo wrestler at some point after this tag team.
After the tag team, okay. Was when they were in the tag team, was this tag team a copy of an 80s tag team? So, for instance, where it'd be like the Midnight Express. So they're the new Midnight Express, but there was already a Midnight Express in the 80s.
So they're just basically copying like the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah, so it'd be like Midnight Express or they're like the.
Yeah, they weren't modeled after like an 80s team.
Like an 80s
yeah,
team.
No.
Did this person have an extreme match?
What do you mean by having an extreme
match? So
match?
like a tables, ladders, and chairs match. Those are the extreme ones where they're allowed to use weapons. But since this is in the 2000s, after the Attitude.
Mm-hmm. No, not really.
Okay. So then I'm going to use one of my hints.
Gosh, if I give you this one, it's going to give it away. So, okay, you know what? I'll save that one for the end of your hints if you need it. But this guy ended up revitalizing his career later on as a solo wrestler.
So so you're saying that he was tag team for all in like the 2000 area, then broke off into
singles and revitalized his career.
Like he became he reinvented himself or whatever. How we had this person. It was. Did this person wrestle in another company besides WWE?
I think he did, but let me check.
Okay, so then it's not the person I thought it was. Because you would have known.
Well, I mean, I'm sure he wrestled in. Yeah, okay, so he did. He wrestled in Impact, New Japan, Ring of Honor. are the ones he wrestled in independently. So that's why I said I'm sure he wrestled in another company,
but
just not
that's not what I was thinking of, because the person I was thinking of, which is not this person, you would have known, was like, I was thinking it was like Matt Hardy.
Well,
but you would have known
Matt Hardy wrestled in TNA, New Japan, and Ring of Honor.
You would have said AEW because he wrestled in AEW, so you would have known it was him. And that's why I said somebody like that reinvented himself as a singles one. Was this person
What question are you on?
8?
8. Okay.
Okay. Is this person? So now you can give me the easy one since the record isn't broken. Is this person? They never won a world title. So
they never did.
There's none of those people that I'm thinking. So who is this person? Wrestled in Ring of Honor, New Japan, Impact Wrestling, Tag Team. So, and they weren't part of the any TLC match. All those tag teams are
not really. Like they participated in like a ladder match, I'm thinking, but not the TLC traditional. But they've participated in the ladder matches.
Yeah, because what I was thinking of, like all the extreme ones, like the Hardys, or the Dudleys,
nothing like super extreme like that.
That's what I was thinking of. So I'm like, that delete
if
all of
if you're thinking after the Attitude, you got to think what era this is.
This is the Ruthless Aggression era.
Okay,
right? So this is when like the John Cena's were
before, as we start getting to the PG era,
where John Cena was. But I'm trying to think of all the people who were tag teams and who was coming up then. This never won.
You still have 2 more hints left.
But I'm just trying to get my questions there so I don't have to use the hints.
Stop stalling. No, I'm kidding.
Who else did the ones? Because I'm trying to think of the ones who did TNA.
Mm-hmm.
And if this wasn't an 80s or 90s, or can't be any of those type of. Could be. Oh, but he's won the world title. Can't be him. There's somebody who reinvented them. Oh. Alright, I'll take my second hint.
During this time, he was part of a tag team that broke the record for the longest tag team champions at that time. As we know, New Day broke it, but at that time, he was part of a tag team that was longest tag team champion reign of all time. That should give it to you, because that is one that is iconic, because it's
doesn't help me.
It's a streak that you would know typically. And I tell you, it's not your favorite wrestler, John Cena, so I can tell you that much.
It's not my favorite wrestler. But who's all back there? Back in that John? JBL. Maybe it's JBL, but he's won the world title. Won the tag team. Can't be Farouk. Farouk won the world title. Tag team. Can't be Chris Benoit or Eddie Guerrero. Can't be Eddie. Can't be Perry Saturn, because won the European. Also, this is gonna be hard because I stopped watching during that era, and I slowly started coming back.
You came back and forth around, probably like the Shield coming back. Like it was
when
roughly a little
John
bit here
Cena
and there.
And all them were up there. Like I'd watch it here and there, but didn't watch it consistent because I liked it when they had Mattitude version 1, but when they had Edge becoming the rated R superstar, then start watching.
Yeah, but it was kind of like periodically you would come, after that point, periodically just check in to see kind of what's going on, but not really watching it weekly or reporting on it and stuff like that. So
so it's so those formed tag teams Be hard. Let's see. Was this person a cruiserweight champion?
Yes.
Okay. So it might be one of the ones. Was he? Did he come back when they did the 205?
When they did the 205, the
Yeah, that was
cruiserweight
like
of the
new
205,
cruiserweight, like the purple
yes.
belt.
Well, they technically all weren't 205.
Yeah,
but that's what they called it. But yes,
what they called. Okay, I think I might know who this is, but I'm going to ask my next question. This is question 10 that we're on, and I only have one more hint.
mm-hmm.
Was this guy's like nickname or gimmick or whatever the thing called the man with the plan?
Yes.
Okay, so then I know exactly who this is. So that was question 10.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to risk 10 questions to guess who this is. This is the Brian Kendrick.
You are correct.
Who was his tag team partner?
Paul London.
Oh, see, I would not have known.
So Paul London and Brian Kendrick ended up having the world. They were tag team champions for like over a year or so during this time of the Ruthless Aggression era. But I have no clue from going with not knowing who it is to be able to figure out that it was the man with the plan. So,
well, I will tell you.
But you were able to get a glimpse of my phone when I was punching in clues?
No, it's because you were talking about tag teams.
Mm-hmm.
So I was thinking. So at first I was leaning towards.
Well, do you know who they lost the titles to?
Miz and somebody else.
No. Deuce and Domino.
Oh,
I don't know who those are.
Deuce and Domino, I think, was Edge and Christian.
Were they?
Yeah, I think so.
So if that
they
was
were, like,
them,
in a mask or whatever.
they lost to Deuce and Domino, and
I
then
think that's who it was.
They did the whole thing where it's like they lost to him, won it back, and lost to somebody else, which is dumb.
Because I think it was them, and then they were like, "You're just Edge and Christian," and then they did the whole thing where like Edge and Christian was there, and then Deuce and Domino were there. But it's just
dumb though.
So how came I? So I originally thought it was Eminem.
Eminem.
So I thought it was.
I think we chose Eminem at one point.
No, we chose
John
Morrison, but not the other guy. And so I was trying to think of his name.
Johnny Mercury and Joe who? Isn't it Joe? It's the other M. I can't think of it.
And so I was trying to think of his name. And so, but then I was like, John Morrison's the only one that reinvented himself, but he's won a world title, I believe, in another company.
Yeah, it has in other companies.
And he was in AEW, so I was like, you would have known that.
Mm-hmm.
Then I was marking that out. Then I was leading towards like Edge and Christian, but then they both won world titles.
Mm-hmm.
So I was marking them out. And then I was thinking, maybe you chose Devon Dudley, because Devon's never won a world title, but Bully Ray has in TNA. So I was thinking of that. And then it was coming down to, then I was like, well, maybe Matt and Jeff. And then I was like, Matt reinvented himself with the broken Matt Hardy. And I said, Jeff kind of reinvented himself with Willow and all that. Mm-hmm. So I was leading towards them. But Jeff Hardy won a world title. Matt's won it in the other company. So then I said, okay, they never won a world title. Then I was thinking of what kind of teams were there back in the day. I could not come up with it at all. That's why I was like throwing out, I was like, maybe it's a cruiserweight person. And then when you said it was, then I was like, maybe it was like Rey Mysterio teamed up against the Big Show. So
but Rey Mysterio won a world title.
Yeah.
So
that's what then blocked it off. So then I was like, okay, well then who else was there? And then I was like, there was the one guy, and I was trying to think of his name, and I was like, who's that guy? All I could think of was the man with the plan, and I was like, who the hell is that guy's name? And then when I said 205, that solidified that yes, he was in 205 because he came back from being not, popular as a wrestler anymore, and he came back in.
Remember, he was
the face of 205. Basically, he was like the bad guy before they put Enzo in there, and Enzo ruined it all. But then when do the man with the plan, I was like, what was the name? And then it came to me that it was the Brian Kendrick.
Oh, Deuce and Domino. Mm-hmm. One of them was Dolph Ziggler.
Mm.
So
okay. Oh, see, During that time, there was really like I didn't really watch it too much
Yeah.
on there.
So that's who Deuce Dom was.
Yeah. So the 205. It was Dolph Ziggler and who else?
Some other guy. Yeah.
And so,
But how would you didn't even know any of the tag teams there?
No,
how would you all of a sudden be able to pull
that's
out Brian Kendrick?
I remember you were saying back in the day that they were the longest reigning tag team champions besides like New Day ended up breaking it.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of remember that, but I could not remember who his tag team partner was.
Mm-hmm.
So if you picked the tag team partner instead of Brian Kendrick, I would not have guessed it.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like I said, like I was thinking even maybe Chavo Guerrero being in the tag team. And then I was thinking like, APA, but all those like one champions other than the tag team.
See, I was going to give you, he's the man with the plan. Mm-hmm. But I was like, that would probably give it, and you already knew it.
That would have given it away if that was the first hint. And I was in like 7.
Well, my first hint was going to be the tag team longest reigning one, but I ended up not giving it.
That wouldn't have even helped.
Well, because there's only a couple longest reigning tag team champions, so it's not like it's...
Yeah, but during that era, I would not have been able to guess it right away. It would have taken a lot longer. Mm-hmm. But were you guys able to guess it right away? Were you screaming at the screen because you're like, oh yeah, I could totally guess this person with those hints, especially the longest reigning tag team champions of all time at that point on there? Let us know in the comments. And like always, I'm Dark Knight 316, Robert Wheeler Gaming, and we'll see you on the next episode of Tackles and Takedowns. We'll see you.
Have a good one, guys. God bless you guys.